Hello, welcome to Visualize channel. If you can think it, then you can visualize it. We are here to help you with the picture-perfect visual, so let's get into it. Remember to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comments. Kyle Storm, a man who commanded attention. Desired by all, envied by many, he was the epitome of power and allure in the States. While his immense wealth, shrouded in secrecy, had earned him billions over the course of his career, it was his striking physique that truly set him apart. His chiseled features and godlike appearance graced magazine covers from Berlin to London, but his appeal extended far beyond his looks. Kyle was an enigmatic figure, a mystery that intrigued all who crossed his path. His residence, marital status, and family life were all unknown, with any paparazzi who dared to pry too closely meeting a sudden and mysterious disappearance. What secrets lay behind those piercing, dangerous eyes? A knock on the door interrupted Ava's quiet moment. It wasn't the familiar voice she had been anticipating. Startled, she sat up, causing the book she had been reading, 50 Shades of Grey, to slip off her chest and onto the floor. Rubbing her eyes, she realized that someone was at the door, and she recognized the voice with a sense of displeasure. Reluctantly, she got up to answer the door for her landlord, offering a tight smile, knowing that he had no intentions of leaving promptly. "Please have a seat. No need to stand on ceremony," Ava said as her landlord settled on the sofa facing her directly. "When will you be able to pay me?" he inquired, skipping any pleasantries. Ava explained her financial hardship, recounting how she had lost her job and had no savings left in her bank account. She had previously worked as a chef with a decent salary until an unpleasant incident with her former manager had led to her resignation. The manager's vindictiveness had made it difficult for her to find new employment. Reminding her that she was already 3 months behind on rent, the landlord insisted on payment. "I don't care about your job situation. I want my money. If you can't pay by the end of next month, you'll be evicted." With this ultimatum, the landlord abruptly left the apartment. Feeling overwhelmed by her financial struggles, Ava lamented her inability to make ends meet. Her empty fridge and reliance on cheap instant noodles highlighted her dire circumstances. As tears welled up in her eyes, her phone suddenly rang, signaling a potential turning point in her difficult situation. Ava was taken aback when she received an unexpected call from a woman named Ivana offering her a job. Even though Ava was initially hesitant, she decided to meet Ivana in person to discuss the job opportunity further. Ava washed her face, dressed casually, and left her apartment to go to the address Ivana had given her. The place wasn't very far from her apartment, so she had enough gas in her car to get there and back. When she reached the place, she walked into an impressive waiting room and took a seat to wait. Ava gazed around the waiting room and noticed an ornate KS carved into the wall behind the reception desk. It looked like a logo. She wondered what the logo means. "So mysterious," she said to herself. Before long, a slender lady dressed in classy clothes walked towards her. Ava was impressed by the way she was dressed. She looked sophisticated compared to Ava's casual outfit. Ava stood up and stretched out her hands, and they shook. "I am Ivana. I am glad that you came." Ivana presented Ava with a childcare job that came with a hefty salary of $1 million, but it required Ava to relocate, sever all connections, and refrain from using her phone. Ava went through the contract and read the conditions. She thought about it for a few seconds. She'd never seen $1 million in her whole life. She wouldn't have to work for managers or put up with threatening landlords anymore if she had that kind of money. She could start her own business. "Where do I need to sign?" She signed the papers before standing up. "Our driver will be at your place tomorrow morning to escort you to your new home. Pack everything that you need tonight," Ivana said. Ava drove back to her apartment and started packing. While sorting through her belongings, Ava's attention was drawn to a magazine lying on the floor, featuring the strikingly handsome face of Kyle Storm. Startled, she shivered before being interrupted by a knock at the door. Assuring her unseen visitor of her imminent financial stability due to a new job, Ava prepared to dismiss her landlord. However, upon opening the door, she was surprised to find Ivana accompanied by two imposing bodyguards. Ivana reminded Ava to pack everything as she would not be returning to her apartment, despite Ava's desire to visit on her days off. Ivana, constrained by the contract, urged Ava to take only essential items and documents. Reluctantly agreeing, Ava attempted to close the door, but a bodyguard prevented her from doing so. Nervously seeking clarification from Ivana, Ava was informed that there had been a change of plans, and she was now required to accompany them immediately. The two bodyguards carried Ava's bags and descended the stairs, with Ava quietly trailing behind. Night had fallen, and a Mercedes awaited them outside. They traveled through the night in silence, and as dawn broke, they reached Ava's new residence. Ava was taken aback by the magnificent mansion, exclaiming in amazement and taking a moment to collect her thoughts. The grandeur of the mansion piqued her curiosity about who her employer would be. Ivana emerged from the car and greeted Ava, offering to familiarize her with her new surroundings. She mentioned giving Ava a tour and introducing her to Esmeralda. Curious, Ava inquired about Esmeralda's identity, to which Ivana revealed that Esmeralda was the child Ava would be caring for. They proceeded to Esmeralda's room, located opposite Ava's, which appeared more suitable for a teenager than a young child. Ivana introduced Ava to Esmeralda, a shy 7-year-old girl with green eyes, who timidly greeted Ava as they met. Ivana instructed Ava regarding Esmeralda, emphasizing that she should never inquire about her mother, as her father is absent and rarely present in the house. Ava was advised not to leave the designated area of the house unless necessary, with housekeepers available for assistance. As Ivana exited the room, Esmeralda proceeded to brush her teeth, prompting Ava to notice the room's mature decor, more fitting for an adult than a 7-year-old girl. Feeling it needed a makeover, Ava contemplated the room's aesthetic. Upon Esmeralda's completion of her dental routine, Ava introduced herself warmly. Esmeralda complimented Ava's name and appearance, saying she liked Ava's golden hair color, sparking a conversation about their physical differences. Ava told Esmeralda that she likes her green eyes and explained the natural variations in hair and eye color, engaging Esmeralda with friendly dialogue. Esmeralda shared her past experiences with previous nannies. "You are nice to me. The old nannies didn't like me. They always reported me to Ivana, who tells Papa, and he gets angry with me," she said sadly. Concerned, Ava comforted Esmeralda, gave her a hug, and prepared her a meal of strawberry pancakes and chocolate syrup as requested. During the meal preparation and consumption, Ava and Esmeralda conversed, with Esmeralda opening up about her preferences and past encounters, asking Ava about her likes and dislikes. Ava found solace in their interaction, realizing she may really like this job after all. Despite her curiosity about Esmeralda's mother and the enigmatic circumstances surrounding her father and the mansion's security measures, Ava refrained from prying, respecting the instructions provided by Ivana and maintaining her focus on building a positive relationship with Esmeralda. It had been a month since Ava had relocated to the mansion. Over this time, she and Esmeralda had developed a close bond, with Esmeralda confiding in Ava about her nighttime fears and sleeping troubles, leading to Ava allowing her to share her bed for comfort. Despite the growing friendship between Ava and Esmeralda, Ava had not yet met Esmeralda's father, with Esmeralda only mentioning that he always appeared serious. Determined to confront him for neglecting his daughter, Ava harbored resentment towards him for leaving Esmeralda in the care of nannies, housekeepers, and bodyguards in the expansive mansion. Ivana visited regularly on weekends, and one morning, Ava noticed an increased presence of bodyguards, which Esmeralda explained were her father's men. When Ava inquired about her father's return, Esmeralda revealed that Ivana would fetch her if her father wanted to see her, as he became angry when she entered his quarters or office without permission. Eager to provide Esmeralda with a fun outing, Ava suggested sneaking out of the house into the garden to play, but the heightened security posed a challenge. Opting to explore Esmeralda's father's room due to its supposedly reduced security, Ava and Esmeralda ventured inside and were pleased to see that the room was empty. Ava told Esmeralda to carefully climb out through the window. "Hurry before Papa sees us. He'll never know," Ava said to Esmeralda nervously. "What won't Papa know?" a deep male voice said behind Ava. She froze by the unexpected arrival of Esmeralda's father, who just got out of the shower. She turned to face him only to be shocked further as she stared at the familiar face of Kyle Storm.